This was how I prepared my children for our first day in school and first day in new classes. I woke up by 5:58 a.m. I quickly said my prayer and proceeded to bring out their uniform, stockings, pants, and singlets. And for the first time, my children will be resuming school with their uniform on iron. Because I was hoping to iron it early this morning, which is basically our turn to have light, but NEPA refused to give us light. For the first time, I'm just bringing out my children's flashes and water bottle now. So man, I won't be using his new flour because it has a damage, so I'll be returning it later. Next, I imported the hot water on fire before I proceeded to go and wash out all this stuff. This is basically unlike me to wash this on our first day of resuming school. I was supposed to wash this and activate the flashes with hot water a day before this day. Believe me when I say I've become extraordinarily busy these days. I literally slept by some minutes past 2 a.m. and I even set alarm of 4 a.m. just for me to realize myself. By that time I woke up and I was really very disappointed in myself. But yeah, life goes on. So after washing them and raising them, I quickly activated the flashes with hot water while I proceeded to wash my vegetables. These vegetables were already spoiling, of course, because I bought them since on Saturday, especially the cabbage. So after washing them, I quickly measured the 4 cups of rice I'll be cooking, washed and imported them on fire for parboiling. Then I quickly washed out the half kilo of rubber I'll be using to cook. So for cutting my onions, I'll be using this vegetable slicer for the very first time. I sliced the onions into 3 and imported inside there. I used my hand to press it and it diced the onions to my desired size. Immediately after seasoning my chicken, I deported my rice and then imported my chicken there while I quickly sieve out my rice. And to slice my carrots, I cut it into round shape like this, imported it and then used my hand to press it and it cut all the carrots to my desired shape. At this point, my protein was already done, so I quickly exported the meat and then fired my oil. And to get my perfect fried rice color, I imported 1 sachet of fried rice spices, 1 sachet of curry, 1 seasoning cube, and then I imported my rice. Cover the rice to be cooking while I quickly sliced my green pepper. I also tried to slice my green beans with it, but I noticed it was only slicing the fresh ones. All the green beans that was already strong, it just made it to be chamfer. The oil was hot enough, so I quickly came to finish frying the meat. Then I came back to finish slicing my green beans and then I also tried to slice my spring onions with it. But you see myself, the spring onions doesn't have enough energy for the thing to grip, so I used my hand to slice my onions and then fix this carrot blender, blended my carrot. When the carrot remains small, I fix it on the hand protector and use it to finish blending then it. I changed it to the slicer blade. I used it to slice my cabbage and then my cucumber. That was the last thing I sliced. I quickly cleaned up my little space and by this time the rice was already done. So I deported the rice and then fired the frying pan, imported oil and imported my veggies. I have to import very small kidney beans because I forgot to boil the kidney beans and my children doesn't like it when I don't boil it. Then I imported 1 seasoning cube and salt and the carrot was the last thing I imported while I proceeded to go prep my children breakfast. Because at this point my niece has already helped me to bathe and brush them. Back to my veggies and exported some, then imported half of the rice and fried it together. I imported a little salt because I noticed that the rice was a little bit saltless before I started dishing the food into the children's flashes. So after dishing the food, I imported the vegetable and the rice back into the pan and fried everything together, then imported it in the big So in this side of the spoon cases, I imported their spoon, orange and 4 pieces of grape. On the other side, I imported 1 peeled banana. Then I imported water in their water bottle and then mixed half of the salad together with mayonnaise and imported in their containers. I shared 1 boiled egg for them in their salad. Imported meat in Cora's food and then I packed some banana lunch box first. For snacks, I gave them choose box and for juice, I gave them 1 happy hour. For my niece, I have to import her salad in this container because I couldn't see the cover of the other container. Then her orange and grape in the other container. Then her banana juice and choose box on the lunch bag small pocket. I quickly wore my school runs clothes and then finally headed to school by 16 minutes past 8 a.m. I thank God for my niece who helped in bathing, brushing, feeding them and dressing them up. Otherwise, we would have even been more late than this. Now, if you watch to this point, I wish you a very happy resumption and thank you so much for watching and God bless you.
Amen.